Hey everyone, welcome back to Royal Insider Scoop, where we dive deep into the drama, the scandals, and the real stories behind the crown. If you're a fan of the royals, or just love a good plot twist, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out. Today, we're talking about a major development that's got the world buzzing. Prince Harry is on the verge of winning back his armed police protection in the UK. After years of legal battles, heartbreak, and endless headlines, it looks like the Duke of Sussex might finally get the security he says he needs to safely bring his family home. But is this a clear victory for Harry, or just the beginning of more royal tension? Stick around as we break it all down. Let's start by going back to the beginning. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped back from royal duties in 2020 in what the media quickly nicknamed Megxit. That decision changed everything. With their exit from frontline royal life, Harry lost his automatic, taxpayer-funded armed protection from the Metropolitan Police, the elite level of security reserved for working members of the royal family. Instead, his protection became subject to case-by-case decisions made by RAVEC, the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures. Harry challenged that arrangement. He argued that he and his family, including Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, faced genuine, ongoing threats. He pointed to death threats, aggressive paparazzi pursuits, and the haunting legacy of what happened to his mother, Princess Diana. He took the Home Office to court, claiming the decision-making process was unfair and put his loved ones in unnecessary danger. However, in May 2025, a High Court judge ruled against him, upholding the current system. Now, fast forward to January 2026, and things are shifting again. Reliable sources close to the Home Office are indicating that Harry's armed protection is nailed on for reinstatement whenever he is in the United Kingdom. This follows a fresh review of his security arrangements, reportedly triggered in part by a letter Harry sent to the new Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, in December 2025. Insiders suggest the policy could see a significant reversal, especially with ongoing discussions around King Charles's health. So why the change now? Harry's legal team and supporters have consistently emphasized the level of risk he faces as a globally recognized figure born into the royal spotlight. He has been described as a high-value target for terrorists, stalkers, and even foreign intelligence services. Security experts have warned that his profile makes him particularly vulnerable. Add to that his decade of military service, including 2 tours of Afghanistan where he served in combat as an Apache helicopter pilot. And the argument is that the danger is not something he chose. It is part of the life he was born into. Imagine the practical implications. Harry has expressed a desire to visit his father, especially given recent health concerns surrounding King Charles. Without guaranteed security, those visits become complicated and stressful. Bringing Archie and Lilibet to meet their grandfather and other family members has remained difficult. If full armed protection is reinstated, it could make more frequent and longer trips possible. It might even pave the way for family reconciliation, allowing Meghan to feel safer joining visits, and potentially giving the children more time with their British relatives. Of course, not everyone is happy about this possibility. Some palace sources and commentators argue that granting Harry automatic, taxpayer-funded protection creates an unfair double standard. They ask why a private individual who chose to step away from royal duties should still receive the same level of security as working royals. The financial cost is another sticking point, potentially running into millions of pounds. Critics, including several royal watchers, have called the situation inconsistent. Harry wants the privileges without the public responsibilities. Public opinion remains deeply divided. On social media and in comment sections, you see strong reactions on both sides. Some people feel he should stay away entirely and handle his own private security if he wants to visit. Others insist that, as a member of the royal family by birth, he is entitled to protection regardless of his current role, especially given the documented threats he faces. This situation raises bigger questions about how the royal family and the British government handle security in the modern age. Harry's long legal fight has exposed inconsistencies in the system and forced a public conversation about risk, fairness, and family. If the decision is reversed, It could set an important precedent for how protection is assessed and provided in the future. There's also the emotional layer. Harry has spoken openly about the trauma of losing his mother and his determination to protect his own children from similar dangers. The tabloid coverage that often amplifies threats against him adds another layer of complexity to the debate. Supporters argue that past security decisions may have been influenced more by politics than by a clear-eyed assessment of the actual risks. At this point in early 2026, nothing is officially confirmed, but the momentum appears to be moving in Harry's favor. If the armed protection is reinstated, it could mark a significant turning point, not just for his personal safety, but for the possibility of mending some of the deep family rifts that have played out so publicly over the past several years. So what do you think? Is Harry right to keep fighting for this level of security, or should he arrange and fund his own protection when in the UK? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, give the video a thumbs up, share it with your royal-obsessed friends, and subscribe for more updates. We've got plenty more coming, including the latest on Meghan's projects and what's next for Prince William. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.